rocks in your purse?
Crystals.
That's fucking cool. Do you know about the crystal shop in San Francisco?
I think I've heard about it from my
It's
sister.
famous. It's
I've heard
all these
about it.
hippies standing in line. It's a very smelly line. But like they're waiting to buy crystals because there's amethyst in there. There's all these kind of crazy crystals and they're huge, like big ass like rocks.
Yes, it's really dope.
All girls in there, by the way. There's honestly, I was like the only guy.
Women are very intuitive, divine by nature, so we can't help but be, tapped into those type of things.
I noticed that women are a very intuitive nature.
Yes.
They seem to kind of see the bigger picture in things. For me, does that make sense? Like women, like men can be very narrow-minded. This is today, but women are like, well, this is what you're going to turn out to be if you don't do this.
Right.
And they
Definitely.
they just offer insight for our whole species.
Yes, we're a portal, so we're automatically tapped in.
Do you believe in that, the whole vibe? Oh, yeah. So, little
Let
rule,
me
you gotta
get
talk
up in there.
close. Yeah,
Let me get
you
up
can
in
move it
there.
closer.
Let me move it closer.
This is a mobile device. You can move it closer.
Okay, I'm here. Okay.
Yeah, so.
But we are a portal, so we're naturally already tapped into like the divine, the universe, all of that. Spirits come through us to come to Earth.
I believe in that.
You can't come here without us.
Dark and positive, right?
Yes. Life is dark and light. You can't have one without the other.
I mean, that's true, though. You can allow negative entities to come into your life or positive ones.
Yes. Yes, I deal with both.
Me too.
I deal with both.
I recently
for
cut
sure.
off like negative people in my life.
Not being
No, it's
like,
okay. We're gonna when I tell you to do this,
I
that
get
means
too
you gotta get a little
comfortable,
closer.
right?
Yeah, you're getting
I'm
closer.
chilling.
Hey, this ain't the Johnny Carson show, girl. No,
I get too comfortable. Okay.
but no, like, so when people vibrate, they go, Om.
Yes.
So it's funny because the world vibrates at a decibel of 13, and when you ohm like that, you're vibrating at a decibel of 13. So you're putting yourself in line with the world's vibration.
Yes.
Everything's a
to
vibration.
More. I do believe the vocal cords are like an instrument, and instruments are very powerful. Sound is powerful. It's a form of communication without words. Like you can really tell how somebody's feeling or how a song feels through the instruments and the notes that they're playing.
That's true.
No words. Like just by listening to instrumentation, you can feel like this is a painful song, or this is a positive song, or this is a angry song, or frustrating song. All with just sound.
Because you feel it, you don't think it.
Yes, you feel it. And it's like, damn,
ugh.
it taps into those what are they called? Your chakras or your cores, whatever. It
Absolutely.
taps in.
And I feel like it aligns it. Right, or it's aligning your shot, or it's doing stuff to you spiritually. Because someone told me that all the best hit songs in the world are made up of 3 chords. They don't vary past 3, so it's da da da, and it's within that range. It's not like 2 to 5 or whatever. Sorry about that. It's not within 2 to 5 or anything. It's like within 3 vocal chords. And so I noticed like the really good songs. It's not a complicated math theory. It's like da da da, and it just makes you feel it.
Very simple.
Yeah,
Very simple.
Really good.
You
songs
could
are
just
simple.
move people with claps alone. Just clapping, drums alone. You can get people moving.
True. Yeah.
So supposedly they built the pyramids with drums
I
and
heard
vibration.
about that.
Supposedly, but
I heard about.
I kind of believe it because if you have enough people and you guys are all focused on the same thing, I believe we're powerful enough to make some things shift. So
Yeah. There's a crazy video going around social media explaining how they did it with the vibrations, how they some type of pitchfork situation,
Yes.
and they vibrated,
Yes.
and then you have to move it in line with that vibration,
Right.
and other things are vibrating,
Yes.
and you kind of get it because if I pound this table, this thing moves,
ripple effect.
and it's kind of harnessing that, and
Yes.
I think they use water too.
I was just about to say water's powerful as well.
Water's very powerful. But vibrations and water, all this kind of makes sense, man.
Everything. Earth, air, water, fire. All of the elements. Airbenders. All of that is important. All of those are important. So you have to tap into all of it. I believe everything is God, all of it. The trees, the sky, the moon, all of it is God.
Absolutely.
You cannot have one without the other. I just accepted the dark side of things. Like if you're going to have places in this world that are extremely positive and good, you're going to have bad as well. It's just how things are. So I'm starting to not focus or get so bothered by the bad. Like hopefully I can contribute good to this world and focus on just being good in the world. But I used to get so bothered
Caught up. It's easy though. It feeds at you. right?
Yes.
And I don't know what it is. Some people are just very happy by nature. Maybe it's upbringing, diet, exercise, who knows. But I noticed too, I was a very positive person, but having a business, like, can make you kind of negative because you get played on a lot. You get looked as this evil, greedy businessman, no matter how much you give. And
Capitalism.
That's
what this country is built on. So
yeah,
it's like with music. I love music, and it's natural for me to make music. But every time I put something out, I attract capitalists. Like, I can make money off this some kind of way.
Sickening,
you know, it's just
sickening.
like,
especially for you because you have talent, you have a look. So it's like people could come at you with, "Oh, I could manage you, and we could make it." It's like, this is all kind of slimy.
Yes.
Like,
Even when I built my business, I was selling shea butter for a while. I learned that like every business has a scammer. It does not matter what.
Yeah.
I went into real estate for a little bit. There's scams in that. Like every business has a damn scammer or somebody who knows how to finesse the system and finesse you so they win. And that's just like
environmentalism.
Yes.
That's a scam. That is a huge scam. Someone was I did an Uber ride, and someone was telling me like, "Oh yeah, you know," he double corded himself because he said like, "Well, I work for this company and they think they're all green because like they're planting non-native trees in Oakland." And I'm like, "Oh, that's funny. Like, they're just planting non-native trees. Yeah, it's just cheaper trees that are not even native." And I said, "What?" And he's all, "Don't you believe in like global warming?" And I said, "Well, I just don't believe in how they're trying to tax us about it.
Right.
It just seems like if they're promoting something, it just seems like something to get money."
Exactly.
I'm saying I don't believe in it. And he's like, "Oh, how could you not believe in it?" And I'm like, "Well, you just said it yourself, bro. Like, they were just planting non-native trees, this company."
Speaking of global warming, do you know what's happening? Because I can tell you what's really going on.
Tell me, Dave. Come on, fill me up, man. Like,
okay,
put me on some game.
So the Earth is vibrating at a higher frequency.
You're not an flat earther, are you?
I'm not a flat earther. I'm not a flat earther, but I am I'm not from this planet, so
we are not all from this planet.
We're not. So I know what's going on. So Earth is vibrating at a higher frequency, which means that it's getting more intense, and I like to say closer to the sun, you know, per se, but it's nothing to really fear. The world as we've known it is ending, and we're shifting into a new world. So like the weather is going to be different. How we live our lives, how we see the world is all shifting.
Yeah.
And there's going to be the powers that be. Of course, they're going to try to hold on to the old world and their power, but we're shifting into a time where people are more authentic and true to their nature and living their lives on their own schedule, doing things that are fulfilling and more community-based environment. We're going to be more.
It's happening now.
Yeah, we're shifting into the Aquarius Age. So
is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm an astrologist.
We could go into that.
I'm an astrologist, so we're shifting into the Aquarius Age, and we haven't been here in 2,000 years. So we're alive during like one of the biggest shifts in our consciousness. So everything is changing, and the old world's dying out.
This is a clip. Okay,
yes.
So in the Aquarius Age, what are Aquarius's traits, and what are we coming into as a culture and society?
Like I said, community, freedom, authenticity, brotherhood, revolution. So whatever we were facing in the past, we're going to be destroying to get us to a place where it's like everybody's going to be more focused on what is fulfilling for them, and it's not going to look the same as somebody else's. So this whole schedule, like you have to wake up and go to a 9 to 5. That's not for everybody.
It's not.
Everybody's going to find their truth. Some people are going to be happy living in the woods with the animals.
They should.
And they're going to have the choice to do that.
They should.
Some people are going to be happy when they're millionaires, but some people aren't going to be happy in the big house with the nice car. They're going to be fine having a simple life. Some people are going to be fulfilled being the grocery store worker. Like there's going to be more about being your true nature and what's for you and not being a part of the program.
That's crazy you say that. It makes so much sense because now that I talk to a lot of people, whether I'm Uber or doing the business or my clients, a lot more people are not working. A lot more people, even according to Washington Post, they're taking part-time jobs. I've actually like put some resumes just to see what the market's like, and people are just like, yeah, like no one wants to do full-time work. Everyone wants a part-time gig, and I'm just like. And I just met some guy at the gym, and he's like a programmer, techie, nerdy kind of dude, and he just quit his job to have like a lower paying job by his house. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, damn, the pandemic, bro. It just
that was supposed to happen. Though.
But like when you talk about the Aquarius age, like, oh, it all makes sense.
I was thriving during the pandemic because I knew what was coming.
A pandemic.
A pandemic.
A bandemic? Yeah, that's what they were calling it. For some people, it was a bandemic. Like you were making.
I had started my business. I was thriving. I was outside while everybody was inside. It was a good time for me. But prior to that, I was already aware what we were shifting into. Like I've been knowing since 2012 that eventually this was all going to come to an end. So I've kind of been,
There's a bunch of ends that have happened, right?
We're still ending a lot. So
I feel like mankind's been around for millions of years, not the 2,000-3,000 years when Jesus was walking around. They say, which is crazy. Like that, They say that the pyramids have only been around for like 2,000-3,000 years. I think they've been around for like 100,000 years.
Yeah, they don't know what
they don't know what they're talking. It's just so much, and I feel like civilizations have stopped. There's like life that geologists that have shown you at times where just stuff has happened. The Earth's gone cold. There's been a period of time where like thunderbolts were raining down, like fire, like gunfire on the earth, and civilizations have been dwindled. People have gone underground. I've heard all kinds of crazy theories, but like it's happened.
We've been here. So like we're actually a really advanced species.
Totally advanced.
They dumb us down with their especially in this country, But we're very. Every time I look at my phone, I get like amazed by how the fact our iPhones are powered by crystals. Like they're mining the dirt to get this, and that's that's
Congo,
some very
right?
yes.
Yeah.
So it's very advanced for us as human beings to create the things that we create, and all of it just to make our lives better or easier. Like we're all doing things that are contributing to society, and what has happened is I don't know who they are, the powers that be, whatever. Yeah. They're the ones that are controlling people.
Elitist.
And programming fear, hoarding the wealth, all of that. But we're shifting out of that. All that's going to be a very revolutionary time.
Absolutely. We're ready for it, though, because if you notice what happened in the 60s and 70s, and it feels like the 60s are happening again, right?
Yes.
And it's because what happened before the 60s, the 50s, and the 50s were kind of about control and government, and you just had these world wars. And now it feels like the 50s, like the government, the control, the world tension, China, Russia.
People really just want peace.
I don't care about Russia and Ukraine. I'm going to be honest, like I do, but I don't. Like this is an elitist thing.
It is.
They're making it my issue, or
That's how I feel about the royals. It's like, why do you keep talking about them? I don't care about these people. You keep putting them they over there. We over here.
It is fascinating, the Meghan Markle thing, though. That's fascinating because she's, like black or half. I don't know what she is, but like how she's into the family, and then she went on Oprah saying they're racist. I mean, I guess I'm buying into it too then, but like that part's a little interesting, But like other than that,
I'm always looking at the bigger picture. I know that both her and the Prince Harry were born to break those generational curses for both their families.
Wow. So, okay.
She's a part of something bigger over there.
So it's planned, do you think? It's like meant to make us talk about it?
Definitely to keep you distracted because we live in that society where it's like
stupid
entertainment. They tell you what to be like entertained by.
Yeah.
Instead of giving you the information you need, like the news is constantly feeding you a bunch of nonsense. You don't really need to know. You need to know the weather. You need to know what traffic is like, but like this stuff that's actually going to benefit you throughout your day, they're not giving you.
I agree.
So
and when people tell me the news, I look at them like, ugh.
And they all have the same script.
You know what I mean? They all have the same script. But it's just like, you're right. Like, okay, I don't want to get controversial, but right now, like, there's still police killings going on that are unlawful, but they're not telling you about it. They just don't go So why were they going national at one point? They're getting you really mad, and then it just went away.
Yeah,
like
it's
it just all stopped.
Agenda. They know how to get us going and keep us distracted here. I always tell people, like, the TV was created here, and then it spread out to everywhere else. So we're programmed very much in this country through the TV, radio, propaganda, all of that, and they give it, a different name, but it is originally TV programming. You are being programmed.
Yeah.
So I don't really care for TV too much. I don't care for. I don't watch the news. I stay away from all of that because I know that
it's wild that parents let their kids just watch it.
Yeah.
It's just crazy stuff.
But really, even with parents, like we could talk about this, how they kind of lie about the whole, not family thing, but it's like they were promoting for us to have babies so they can have more slaves.
Yeah, and workers and tax money.
Yes, and not telling you the truth of being a parent, how much work it is. And a lot of people want babies, but forget babies turn into children and teenagers and adults. And what you're feeding that child and giving that child from birth is going to affect the rest of the world, because that's basically the next generation. So it's a lot of work. I'm a parent. So
you're a parent.
Yes.
It is tough.
I
don't
know,
have any kids. So
I know I'm raising the next generation, and her and the babies in her age group are all the next generation. It's important that I give her the skills she needs to go out into the world and do great.
Because it's a crazy world for them.
Very much so. But actually, it's not going to be as crazy as we shift. It's going to get better.
Right. So the shift makes us to a simpler time, right?
Heaven on earth.
I'm waiting.
For those people, a lot of people are still going to be stuck in the old world. The old world is dying out, and that was the example, like COVID, how it was the older generation, the elderly that were dying the most. It was really a symbol of the old world is dying.
Wow.
So,
that's crazy.
Reality, I don't fear death, so I could talk about it like it's casually. Like, that's a generation, those rules, that society, that structure that they put into place dies out with them. So we have another generation that's like, this did not work for us. What you passed down to us is not working. That's why our mental health is fucked up. Our finances are fucked up. We're homeless. Like, all this stuff is going on for the generations that are coming up because they built a system that does not work. Yeah. So we're destroying the system. They're dying out in the process. And as we infiltrate these areas, we're going to change it for the better. So the generations coming after us will have a better experience.
That makes a lot of sense, because I have a lot of faith in other generations after us. They always seem like, even with the lingo, it just seems like more efficient.
Yes.
Like the stuff they say. And
yes.
like, I'm not really against because it's accurate. Like little stuff, like I forget the terminology, like that's sus or whatever. Like, it actually does make sense. It's a hybrid. It's faster. It's development.
Right. Age is going to be irrelevant too, eventually. Like, you're going to be as young as you feel. So and
that's what it is right now.
Yes.
Because before you was like this factory society, so you get older, then you're a supervisor.
Yes. You keep going.
But now it's like, play video games till you're 50 and you're on Twitch.
Exactly. Especially if that fulfills you, like, come to Earth to have a good time, okay? Like, learn how to navigate the dark side, because I have to navigate that. But have a good time. It's some really good thing. Me too. Some really good shit out here.
It's some really, that's what I see it as an experience. I took DMT one time. And, like, wild.
Yes.
Because, like, when I was on acid and I saw a tree, I was just like, I know, right? But I was just staring at this tree thinking, like, this is fucking crazy that I walk by this tree every day and I just notice it's growing more every day. But if I take away my sleep, speed up time, this shit's moving, homie.
Yes.
This shit's a live being.
It is.
And you pee on it. You take leaves off of it. You do disrespectful things.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this plant knows you, bro. And I'm thinking, like, this plant doesn't know me if I'm sober, but it does. Like,
that's how I felt taking shrooms. I took shrooms and I went outside and I was like, God damn, this shit is beautiful. Like, I walk past this every day, but the sky was like 10 times prettier.
Right.
Me just walking down the street was like, damn, I love it here.
Mushrooms are great for that.
Once you take your mind back, take your mind back, and you'll start to see the beauty in the world. But they want you to be programmed into fear.
They want you to be upset.
Yes.
They want you to be upset. And so I noticed that, because I'm someone who kind of felt like I don't really have much to, like, I think highly of myself, but I don't expect highly of myself. You know what I mean? Like, whatever happens, happens. I'm very blessed with the life that I have. So I have a happy outlook. Only when I'm depressed do I have to go on social media and compare my life to other people. And that's going to lower my vibration, right? And all that. And that's the stuff that kind of gets me depressed. I mean, what gets you depressed? What goes to the dark side with you?
I feel like I was born depressed, honestly.
Really? What is the thought process? Why?
I felt like I got dropped on the planet. Like, literally, boop, here you go. And I was just like, why is it like this? I don't get it. I didn't like Earth. I didn't. I really feel like, why am I here?
But upbringing or?
My childhood was really great, honestly. But it was just, I still felt like, what am I here for? I used to look in the mirror and pull at my face like I was wearing a mask. Like, what the fuck is going on? This is a costume. Like, what is this? So for years, I was like, what am I here for? What's my purpose? Like, this is a hot mess. You got kids that are hungry. People are dying and sick. And, I was a child feeling like this. And this is my alien experience, okay? Because I say I'm not from here for this specific reason. 2012, I got visited by light beings, and it kind of like I felt like that was a part of my journey and me awakening to my truth and why I'm really here and what's really going on. So they, you know, they kind of pulled me to the side, and I felt familiar with them. Like I wasn't scared, and they formed like a triangle around me, and they made me float. And I remember just floating in this orbit, and I woke up in my bed, and I had like a scar in my leg, and it was like an X in my leg. Welted, burning. Like I was like, what the hell? My mom told me I need Jesus. Okay.
Is it still there?
No. I use shea butter. So but for years it was there. It was a scar there for years. I have like maybe like a little piece, but it just looks like a mark. But it was an X and welted. Like I could feel it.
I believe you.
Yes.
I have I have my own story, but yeah.
So, you know, when people don't understand what you're having experienced, they can only tell you what you know. So my mom was like, here's a cross, pray, you know, and I was like, it didn't help.
Yeah.
I still felt very, 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 very confused. And I remember somebody posted on Twitter, it was a video like what aliens really look like and what they really were. And it was the exact thing that came to me. So from there, I just started to, everybody thought I lost my mind, but I was really having an awakening, and like I was getting downloads of information. I was just rambling about the earth is changing and like all this stuff is about to happen. They'd be like, I was the crazy girl, and I felt very alone. No. And that was a part of my depression, because it's like I'm alone in this. There's nobody who understands me. So I kind of got silent, didn't want to talk. I didn't know how to have a regular conversation because my mind was going crazy about everything I was receiving. So I went through a lot just on my own in the dark by myself. I have books of just like information, how schools are supposed to be, how government's supposed to be, like how the new world was going to be.
Right.
All these I still have them.
Wait, so is it after this incident that like this thought process came, and then what age did this happen to you?
I was 22, so 2012. And then from there, I just saw the world differently. I couldn't watch TV the same. Everything was a sign. Everything was a symbol. Everything was pointing me to like this new age, and that everything was about awakening and ascension and shifting into this new age. Nothing else was important. Nothing else. And in this society at the time, it was like, you're the weirdo. You're freaking crazy.
No, you're not. You're not.
That's what they were telling me, though.
Yeah.
So,
but you were probably on a higher consciousness than most of your friends.
I was tapped in.
Yeah.
Light beings, like that's what for me the true aliens are. But we're spirit beings. This is a physical experience. So they really were just coming to remind me of my mission and why I came here, why they dropped me off on the planet in the first place. So now I'm the person that everybody comes to because they feel like I have the answers. But before, I was the one they laughed off because, like, okay, this girl is freaking crazy, okay?
No, I mean, because, like...
But okay, now it's like I get calls and it's like, what's going on? Like, I just feel weird. And I would explain to them and they receive it now. Before, no one received it. So I know that collectively we're awakening and it's shifting and it's finally happening. I see it. Like, there's a lot of things that were happening. Other people were scared. I'm like, it's okay. It's just a part of the process. It's okay, like just have faith.
People
just
freak
have faith.
Out,
yes.
But it's like you're gonna die. This is a temporary
regardless,
ride.
You can't be attached to the earth.
Yeah.
But
can't take anything with you.
You can't take anything with you. But we're shifting into that consciousness now. It's happening. Like even Donald Trump becoming president, people are losing their mind. I was like, it's supposed to happen. And I'm sorry you guys don't want it to happen, but you can't be comfortable anymore. He's here to expose your system. He's here to expose your government. He's here to make you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You need to know that there are racists that are still here. They're in your government. Like you cannot get comfortable with this government. Like you have to do something about this. Don't get comfortable. So all of that was a part of us awakening, and we're still shifting. So
I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're saying because in a utopian society, you can't really figure out anything.
Nope.
I mean, through racism, through hardships and darkness, you get to figure out what people are. You get to figure out how difficult choices can be, and that kind of shows your character and your value. And without that, like the yin and the yang, the Chinese, like they all got it kind of right with the whole
the dark and the light,
and the little dot here and the little dot over there. And it's just like
everything's so simple. And like I said, you don't even need words or too much talking. You can look at symbols and see, like, just with that's life, light and dark. You have to know how to navigate both. A lot of people don't want to face their darkness. I'm okay with the dark. I'm okay with facing my demons. I kick it with my demons. You know, I use my demons against other people now.
Yeah. You know how to feel you now. Yeah.
I know what triggers me. So I know when I'm in my dark space how to navigate it, because at the end of the day, everything's temporary.
Yeah.
A lot of my depression was a part of like that pursuit of happiness thing. I just wanted to be happy.
That's my favorite movie.
Oh, really?
It's my favorite.
I'm thinking about, like, is it the Declaration?
Every time he gets the job.
The Declaration, I don't know. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of
Pursuit of
happiness.
happiness, how it's not promised to you. It's the pursuit part.
It's the pursuit, but it's like I was always chasing happiness, not realizing happiness is a temporary emotion. So you're going to be happy, you're going to be sad, you're going to be angry, and you need to learn how to navigate all of them to really be stable here and stand 10 toes for yourself. Because I was very depressed. I feel like my whole life I was mostly depressed, and now I'm like, I'm in the light, I'm outside.
So you were in a comparison state when you were depressed, or was that kind of it, or you're just judging life at like, oh, that person has it better?
Still felt alone. That was
because
a part
of
of
your
my
thought
depression.
process of knowing what you are, knowing you're on a higher consciousness.
Yes, and then just I didn't know how to be in the world still. Like I felt like I did not know how to be human. And I had to go outside and have experiences with people to show me like, it's okay, like enjoy this. Like let's go to a nice restaurant and eat. Buy yourself something nice. Go to a spa. Go like have fun, enjoy yourself. Because it was just like I was just so mad that the world wasn't right.
I feel you in that thought process because people around me were just living the normal life society. Like you go to work, you save up, you go to Vegas every other weekend, you do this, you go on the trip, you spend time with people you don't even like that talk shit about you. And I just was looking at people like crazy, and so I was a little bit more hippie-ish. But I felt your thought process like this is a vessel. This is a very short ride. Like what are we really doing here? Like this is kind of crazy. Like we wake up, we kind of forget what happened, and we don't notice this tree's growing right here.
Yes, it's just a part of the seasons.
This is part of the seasons, you know. We get and like you said, they get caught up. We get caught up in the dumbest stuff, not knowing people around us are just temporarily going to be there. We should soak up their experiences. We should soak up their moments, their emotions, what they're going through, because this is a crazy ride. We're not going to get back. You're not going to get another Earth trip at this time, you know what I mean? Like you might have been born the Egyptian or whatever, like that would have been great, but it's just, I think it's an amazing time to be alive with technology the way it is, the way that we're trying to integrate people in different cultures. It's a struggle for sure. There's problems there.
Remember when Drake dropped that "What a Time to Be Alive"? Yeah. That was another sign of us, embrace this shit. You know? I was seeing all the symbols and everything, like, ooh, that's a Aquarius Age. We're shifting. Like everything was a symbol, everything was a sign. And I was telling my friends, like, I keep seeing repeated numbers. Like before it became a thing.
Repeating numbers are a huge thing. This is a clip. Yes. Repeating numbers are a crazy thing because my friend told me about 1111.
It starts with 1111.
It starts with 1111. So
gateway.
When you look at 1111, that's like that. In the thing when you look at 1111, you're supposed to look at your phone or whatever. You notice 1111 is whatever you were thinking about at the time you thought, and then that means something, right? Is that 1111?
Yes.
There's a lot of meanings to
they
1111.
say make a wish, but it is the gateway. I feel like people start with 1111.
444 after.
And then after that, it goes crazy. Like it got to the point where I'd be irritated, like, what the fuck does this mean? Yeah. But eventually it was like 222, 333, 444, 555, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Or now there were specific numbers like 1010, 505. 1010 was one of the ones that was just like, okay, I keep seeing its addresses. Party invitations, like it was everywhere. 10, 10, 10.
It has some weight to it.
Yes,
man.
yes.
That
numbers are communication too. So,
well, I love numbers. They have a body, they have a shape, they have a feel.
So all of that, they all have a different meaning. They all have a different purpose. My life path is number 7. That means something. Just how the numbers are shaped, even with our the symbols for our zodiac signs. Like, did you know the zodiac signs are all constellations?
No, I didn't know that. Wow, okay.
That's how you got your zodiac sign.
Yeah.
So they're all constellations, and each planet is moving in and out of the constellation. So when you were born, the sun, moon, Mercury, Mars, Venus, like all the planets were sitting in a different constellation, and it creates your exact birth chart. So you have more than one sign. You have a combination. So what's your sign?
I was born April 22nd, so I like to say I'm a Taurus / a little bit Aries because I'm a little bit of both.
You are.
I feel it.
Because it's like a shift. So it's like it shifts from Aries to Taurus. So you still have that Aries energy in you for sure.
I totally feel it.
Yeah.
I don't feel all Taurus all the time. I feel a little bit of that.
Even if you were all Taurus, if you met another Taurus, they may be completely different because the planets underneath them are 10 times. Like there's different planets.
My best friend, Kari, he's born on 520 and I'm born on 422. So we're both Tauruses, but we're both on the other end of the spectrum, and we're both not.
They're not the same
at all.
They're different
at all. Like we're both stubborn.
Yes,
but that's it.
Just the basics. But then as you dive deeper, you have a different combination. So
rising sign too.
Moon sign, Mercury, Venus, like I said, all of that makes your specific birth chart. You're a gumbo pot.
And I've gone into it. It's scarily freaking accurate because like this one person wanted to really bust it down and know the time that I was born and where in the earth that I was born, because all that matters.
All that matters. That you need
that dictates what kind of Taurus Aries you are, right?
Yes, your degrees, like it's math, science, all of that is tied in. So it's not just about sun signs and compatibility. It'll tell you like where you're going in life, what your purpose is, all of that.
That can help with depression.
Yeah.
Right? Getting an astrologist to kind of read you. Did that help you? Or did
no,
that
because
happen?
I got mine read, and he told me my success wasn't going to come until after I turned 30. And I was like 25. And I was like, hell no. I'm not waiting to 5 years. I don't want to be
told that.
Like 5 years.
Don't tell me to wait.
What am I supposed to do with that? So I was still determined to like make something happen. But
you have to make it happen to have it happen when it's 30.
Because everything was preparing me for it. So
yeah.
Now it makes sense because like, okay, he did tell me it wasn't going to happen until now. So now.
It's not good. It's not good when things happen when you want them to. You know, so like with me, I feel like I'm successful at what I do. And so, but the part about that is when I was successful enough to schedule my own time, I wasn't always good with my own time. I did things that I wanted to do, not things that I needed to do. And so when you do things that you only want to do, you become a little bitch. Like you get mad and irritated more because you're on this stupid schedule of nothing.
Yes.
You know, you're not getting really anything accomplished. But like, you know, if you have to follow a schedule that you're committed to, like that's a lot better out of your life. You get more out of your life like that, you know? So that's just how I feel about I have to kind of push myself, because if I like having all the own choices that I can make is not good for my life.
Yep.
I create my own hell. You know, like why am I just chilling at home? Why did I make these plans? I should have went out or did something.
Have you looked into human design?
No.
So something called human design, it kind of tells you how you should operate in the world. And so there are people who are like manifestors, and then there are people like me who are projectors, who I can't go out and force things. I have to wait for people to come to me. So it's hard, but I've noticed once I do wait for the invitation, life has been so much more easier. Right. And for people who are manifestors, they look at me like, why aren't you hustling? What are you doing? You can't work like this. But it's like, honestly, I'm way more successful and happy and peaceful when I wait for the opportunities to come to me, you know? And for other people, they have to go out and make it happen. They have to get up and go meet people, put yourself in the room and stuff like that. Me, I have to wait for people to come say, hey, we want you to be a part of this. And then I show up and it's successful for me.
That makes sense, because that I could see that, or how personalities fit like that. You want the person that's waiting, that's going to handle the shit when it comes to them. And you want the person that goes and gets it too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So, yeah, look into it. Because
Yeah.
I don't know, I just told my friends about it, and now you have to apply it to your life to see how you're going to, how it works for you. And a lot of people are uncomfortable waiting.
And you can overlook into it too, right?
Yes, I feel like a lot of people are going through that. They know too much information and it's not helping them.
Yeah.
It's like they're overstimulating their brain. It's like a computer. When you download too much information, it starts to run slow.
You look for too many signs.
And overheat. Don't do that. Just chill. Like, just chill out.
You just need a little bit.
I was there. It's okay. It's a part of the process.
I don't feel there's a wrong or a right way to do things. I feel like there's a lot of ways to do things, and they all have their own outcomes, which you have to react off that outcome. And that goes into your creativity. That goes into who you are as a person and how you make life happen. And life is, because in the Bible, it's kind of says that this is like a play for the gods.
Right.
God's play. He just wants to see what happens. There's right and wrong. You know what right and wrong is, but there's going to be gray areas. And I want to see the choices you make.
Definitely. We're all pieces of God, though.
Yeah.
That's what Jesus Christ is supposed to represent, you being like Christ and having Christ consciousness. You're not supposed to worship Christ. You're supposed to be like Christ.
Well, Jesus Christ hung with like a hooker and like
exactly. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people get caught up with the worship of Christ and saying, well, you don't believe in Jesus, so you're blasphemous. But it's like,
and he was a Middle Eastern guy, the guy that we're in the war with right now. We're going to war with people that look like Jesus Christ. This is all a little crazy,
but
though,
it's
isn't
like
it?
It's still wild. Like celebrity worship at the same time, and you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to learn about him, but also be like him. Like there's a reason why he's an example. But people just worship him way too much, and it's like you think you're better because you worship Jesus Christ and drive a Prius, and that's not how it works. Yeah. You have to really go out and be good in the world and not judge. And some people are just they're so caught up in the way it's supposed to be or the programming. Yeah. It's all a part of the programming. It's like we're all children of God and we're all pieces of God. Yeah. You know, so it's like I feel like we create alien technology. Like, you know, I feel like if anything, aliens study us because our technology is better. That's how I feel. Yeah. Like, I if anything,
think we are aliens. I personally think aliens made us.
We're a form of intelligent beings. We are light beings. So at the end of the day, like, don't get caught up in this earthly shit. Enjoy your time here. Is short. Everything should be a monumental moment. Like this moment right here, me and you. It's a big moment for me. I'm outside.
Really?
I don't do this. So for me, I'm like,
you are pretty reserved. I was telling NorCal Next Up about you, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he works for Thizzler. And he has his own prominent page where he promotes artists.
Yes.
And I was telling him about who I was like, what are you doing tomorrow? I was like, I'm actually podcasting this artist that I know. And he always trips out every time I show him an artist he doesn't know about because he has way more following than me. But he's younger. He's way younger. And I'm like, bro, I know hella people. You know, I know hella artists. And I was like, you never heard of Dej Bae? He's like, no. I was like, really? She's a dope female MC, bro. And because I always liked that video of yours, bro, where you had the ponytails.
The Afro
and you were at that park.
Yes.
That was like
that's a lot
my
of
favorite song. I showed people that song. Like, I think this girl has potential, bro. Like, she looks like certain way, but she comes out hella hood. And I'm like, that shit go crazy, does it not? And I'm gonna be honest. I felt like you didn't push that hard enough.
I didn't.
And you should, because I feel like those are songs that Thizzler recognizes, and like, there's not a lot of pretty girls that push, and I get it because your DMs be flooded. It's weird navigating, going out there. I remember when we came to my show. That was dope. You came to the San Jose showcase with DJ Fresh.
Yes.
Remember that? DJ Fresh was there.
Performed.
You performed. And I was just like, but I checked out your gram. Like, okay, she doesn't perform a lot. So I felt honored. Like, oh, she came out and rocked. And but I was just like, but it must be tough for you.
Honestly,
you know what I mean?
It was me. I did not want to be out in the world. I was depressed.
Was that what it was?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought it was. I thought it was everybody else. I used to be out there like, y'all sleep. Y'all sleep.
Like, we should just come to you more and bust down your door and be like, sign this contract.
Really, it was me. I was getting the opportunities. I was getting things, and I was not doing it because I did not want to be seen.
You were supposed to blow up from that video, girl.
I was shy. When I say I wanted to hide, and it was because my childhood of like being made fun of and my experience with the public was like, the public is going to pick your ass apart.
And they will. I mean, that's a fact. Exactly. They will.
So now as I've grown and I've healed, it's like we're not about to stop and hide because you're afraid of what people might. They're going to say something regardless. Like, regardless. They pick Beyonce apart. People who are 10 times talented. So you're not about to hide anymore because these people have something to say.
Yeah, Beyonce's fine too, man.
Talented and like minds her business, and they still have something to say. So it's like, girl, get over that. Like, they posted my video on Thizzler yesterday, first time, and I was scared. Yes,
okay.
I had a
wait. Are you serious?
Yes, I was.
Did you ask them?
No, I have a manager now. I've been building. So let me tell you.
Let's talk. I just told NorCal about it, so I find that funny.
That's crazy because my manager sent them my video. So he's like, he's still talking.
You know, he's the one that approves stuff.
Yeah, tell him.
It was probably him. I bet I got that video through, bro. I bet that was because I literally was showing him here yesterday. Like, no. Sorry, not yesterday. I showed Katana yesterday. So I showed you a week ago. I was like, oh, this is what I'm podcasting this week. I said, this art and then this art. And you ever heard that? And he goes, no. And he got mad. He's like, how come I didn't hear about this artist?
Because she was hiding like a scary ass little girl.
She doesn't always promote that stuff, bro.
I don't, but I had to, I manifested a situation where I have people now. I've been building behind the scenes.
That's good.
Tapped in. I'm with, people. I got a manager who really been putting me in spaces that I need to be in. And, he's, put me on Thizzler. Like, he's the one doing stuff.
You should reach out to La Russell. Because he seeks out good female talent, I've noticed, and like reaches and responds back.
Okay. I can't. He has to come to me. Somebody got to do it for me.
Okay.
Because a part of my human design is I got to let it come to me.
There's still a little something out there. Just a little something.
You got to do it. If it wasn't for my people, my manager, them doing stuff for me, I would still be in the house hiding. I have no problem being in the house.
You are that. You are that. But I think you deserve that because you can't handle all your own shit. It's gonna be weird.
I've learned.
And you got to filter out the weirdos because they're gonna bring your energy and your vibration down.
He deals with the weirdos for me, and it's been so peaceful for me. It's been so amazing because I get to be a princess. And prior, I feel like I put my work in. I put my blood, sweat, and tears as an independent artist. When I say I was my makeup artist, my hairstylist, my stylist, my choreographer, I would build my video sets. Call all the people for who needs to come, what time. I was doing everything.
You took your videos pretty serious, I could tell. Like you had a theme.
I wanted to be a videographer.
Oh,
I did. I was gonna go to school for it.
I think you would have been amazing.
I'm still gonna do it.
I see that in you.
Yes. So
yeah.
I was like, I don't have enough. By the time it's to get in front of the camera, by that time, I'm so exhausted I can't even perform.
I know.
So it's like I want to actually just show up and be the artist. I just need that for myself. I want to see what I can do if I just show up.
Yeah.
I don't have to do my makeup. Because imagine do your makeup for an hour and it's messed up.
No, I know. And
then you on camera looking a freaking mess.
Yeah. Oh my God. You must be. And then the flustering feeling that it's the day of.
Yes. And then you like with being a girl, you have like things fall out of place. You need somebody to look and say, let me adjust this for you. Let me fix your hairline. So now that I have that, I can actually just show up and be the artist. It's been 10 times better.
Girls are better videographers. They are better photographers. They are better editors.
All the details.
They really look. I shot. I remember the first time I shot a girl for a video, Mary Jane. Mm-hmm. Man, she cussed me out.
She pointed out some things like, what is this?
She pointed out 28 still frames where she did not look good. And it taught me something. I didn't get mad. I was like, oh, you're being too. I actually thought about it. Like, believe my haters will freeze frame this shit. And I didn't think about that. And I said, okay, you know what? She's a woman. You do have to shoot them
a certain way
and edit them like
I had situations like that where it was like I watched the video and I just accepted because I didn't speak up for myself. You know,
have
I feel
to
like
because like most men are editors and we just think, oh, you look good at every angle.
This
girl.
is just a dope shot, but it's like right. And for me, I'm looking like no. I can see my roles.
Yeah, you see something that doesn't look cute and we'll overshot because we like the background.
Yeah, no, I have my video right now. I have a piece of hair sticking out in the back. It's like alfalfa for real, and I'm like, bro, but the shot looks so dope, and I'm like, this is why you need those people watching to fix that for you. So
that's
reshoot,
what a team helps,
so we can get that. So we didn't have that because the girl was in the video. So that's the one shot where she wasn't there to fix it. Every other shot she was there, but she decided to be a cameo. So it's like she wasn't there to fix it.
It's always funny like that. It's that one
but
shot.
I'm watching like I didn't even tell him to take it out because he probably really loves this shot.
That's awesome about you.
It's an alfalfa.
Because some girls won't release the whole fucking video for that one frame.
Oh no, I definitely put myself out there when I saw my roles, saw my hair was messed. Nah, we're just gonna we shot the video. It's going out next video because I don't care. Once I put it out,
that's effing awesome, dude. That's effing awesome.
I don't put it out for people. I don't like promoting myself because it's not for them.
You have to. You have to do a better job at that. I'm gonna let you know right now.
I feel
like, and I'm gonna talk to your manager. No, but like I would tell your manager, like, you know, she needs to do more reels.
He tells me
you gotta do more acting skits because people want to see your personality. Yes. And Dej, you got potential. You have the thing. You buy clothes that make you like. I don't do all that shit.
There.
I don't do all that. Like you gotta do all that. And you have a shot.
But guess what?
But it's so tough. I get it.
What if I win not doing that?
What if you what?
What if I win not doing that? What if?
Yeah, I mean,
We'll see.
What if?
Because for me, I really do believe that I'm forging a path for myself. It's like the bushes, and you're like the forest. I'm the one carving out the path, so other people can take the shortcut or whatever.
I'm sure Lil Russell, people tell him to buy chains all the time.
Yeah, like, they tell you gotta look like this.
You gotta buy a chain.
A lot of the times I was tucked off because people kept telling me like I was attracting the opportunities, but they also wanted me to be more sexy. And it was like because you're a female in rap, you have to sell the sex. And it would actually turn me away from big major opportunities. Like I was getting the opportunities, but it was like they wanted to pimp me out. Yeah. And I could not. My mama was not gonna let me be pimped out. Shout out to my mama.
Yeah, just to pimp you out and it might not even hit, right? And
exactly. And then I just sacrificed myself, and I'm the one who got to sit and deal with this shit and see myself be put out there in ways where it's like I'm uncomfortable. I know I was uncomfortable doing that shit.
You might run for city council later in life.
Eventually, I did rule some empires in my past life. So maybe.
What was that?
I ruled some empires in my past life.
You ruled?
Mm-hmm.
I
sat on some thrones.
Yeah.
So, but maybe. I don't know. Maybe in this life I'm just here to have a good time and help people awaken.
I feel that.
Because It's a lot going on.
This life could be humbling for you instead of the princess life, you know? This life
the
is
princess
the
life is so fun for me because I grew up so independent and not trusting people. And it's like, it's only going to get done right if I do it myself and I'm the only one who can get it done. But you're not going to get too far doing it alone.
No, you're not.
You have to do it with others. And other people have ideas
what
too.
What Marshawn Lynch say? You know what Marshawn Lynch said about that?
What?
You want to go fast, go by yourself. You want to
go far, go with others.
Go together.
Yeah, go together. Yeah. And that's, I shifted from going by myself because it was fast for once doing by myself till I burnt out.
Right.
And now it's like I was, tucked off. My business manager contacted me and we've been building ever since. And it's growing. And now I feel like he's here not for the money.
Yeah.
He wants to hear me do dope shit, see me do dope shit, make dope shit, which means I just get to show up and be Dej. And not have to play into like, okay, this guy, I got to give him his money, blah, blah, blah.
And I gotta say, like, when you're in that potential range, it's so annoying because everyone has an opinion, like,
and an idea of where it should go.
You should do this. You should, like what I said. You should do reels, and it's just so effing annoying because there's like, there's so many people that actually need advice because a lot of artists feel like no one cares about them, and the one that has potential, we over care. We over like batter. You should do, and like sometimes I just sit back.
It does become overwhelming.
It's so overwhelming
because
for people. It's just like,
they be so passionate about me winning, and I'm like,
chillax, bro.
It's okay. We're gonna get there.
Is your life where you need to be?
Yes, and it's like, it's okay. You're passionate about my thing, and I love that. Let's put this in the right area.
Good to give a shot. When I saw that playground video, I was excited, and that's me because I'm in the business that I am. It feels like showing dope artists that no one knows about is a gem. You feel like you're trendy. You feel like you're on stuff.
You're on game.
Like you're on game.
Let me put you on real quick.
It's a cool feeling to showcase. Like, damn, I ain't heard that. Damn, that go crazy. Okay.
Tastemakers.
And
back in the day, DJs used to break records.
They don't do that right now.
They don't, so that's why I'm bringing it up. They used to break records. Bring that back. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because all it takes is a good DJ network start playing your stuff. Like, honestly, I'm about building relationships and connections, and people who really rock with me and want to, see me be heard or see me be seen are going to show up and we're going to work. Other than that, I'm not trying to force myself into people's spaces.
You shouldn't. You said you're going to wait.
Yeah. You know how people spam you, listen to my song. What?
I hate that.
Okay, you can listen to my song, whatever, but what is it really doing for you? Especially in today's day and age. Like, people need peace. They need some money. They need food. They need they lights on. Like, people are struggling, going through a lot, so I really don't care to put myself in people's faces unless I have something valuable for you.
Going to the DJ thing, the baby told, I saw a podcast interview where he was explaining how he used to go to clubs and he would pay the DJ to play a song and then have his cameraman film it.
Right.
And to make people feel like the club was playing his song.
Exactly.
But they don't know he paid the DJ. You know what I mean? But
let me say, as me being a woman in this industry, I had to play chess, not checkers. I had to be smart. Yeah. So I started hosting at clubs. I got the opportunity to host. I wouldn't have hosted if it wasn't, my mindset was like, okay, I'm in the club. I can network with the DJs. Eventually they'll play my song.
Yeah.
So I started hosting just to network with the DJs. I'm there every Sunday at my hosting gig, promoting, building a relationship. Eventually, I remember I walked into the club one day and he immediately started playing my song. And I was like, oh shit, it worked. But I was not about to be fake, force a relationship, use my looks or my poom poom to get somebody to play my song. It's not happening. I'm not about to sleep with nobody. You don't have to do that. But they try to make it seem like it's so hard.
No, let me tell you something, women. You don't have to sleep with no. But I'm telling you something. If you're me, like, and I notice, okay, you're cute and you got bars and you know how to present yourself. We just want to push you to say, period. I knew her and I knew Cardi B when she wasn't even Cardi B. Like, we want that story. You know what I mean? Like, and you want to, and if you're in a position to help, like, and I hate to say it because not all my artists I can help because I don't feel they have that potential yet. And I'm sorry to say it, like, but some do, and you just kind of want to help. So if you're cute or like, don't be all weird. Like, just figure it out. And you do have to go through it, but understand you're getting a lot more pushover than ugly artists.
Like, but that's the thing. Like, I attract the guys who want to work with me. They're also very attracted to me, so they just can't get over the attraction part, which gets in the way because it's like we can work and you can be attracted, just handle your business. Yeah. But it's like once I see that you can't handle business, I have to separate myself because now you're in your feelings because you're not getting attention from me during a session because I'm writing with the songwriter in the corner and you're in your field. That's not how this is supposed to go. So now you done fucked up the vibe in the studio. Like, this is stuff I actually go through. The studio, I gotta like talk you into like, let's just work. What's going on? Why you in your feelings?
This is why men aren't men these
days.
It's like
they're not.
Women are more like emotionally stable at that moment. And men are like, why don't you like me?
Yes,
like,
I remember like I can't key too much or make a joke because they take it personal. It's just like, oh my God, you like me too much.
You can't look at their friends too long or talk to their friends and they'll feel like.
Don't laugh too hard with him. And it's like, we're not together. We're not dating. But some men just feel like, you're mine. And it's like, I just came to make music.
That is, so I see that a lot because listen, there's not a lot of girls in the rap world. You have these nerdy dudes who make songs in their rooms, right?
Yes.
So the girl comes over and like the guy really likes the girl, you know, and you can tell, and like you can tell he's gonna get mad if his friends talk to her too long or get the number, and it's so weird. And you see the girl playing by some rules that aren't even there.
Yeah.
Acting like, acting like
I refuse.
Kind of like a girlfriend, just so you don't make them mad. But it's like
you're getting cut off. It's not happening.
It's so, and then like girls have to constantly worry if like, is it pissed off and I can't work with you no more? Like that's gotta be.
And that's what happens. It happens
stupidest
so
feeling
many times.
ever.
It's happened so many times to the point where it's just like, I need to have a team where it's like we just work. Everybody believes in the vision, the sound. They want to do dope shit, and that's what I have now. I have family around me now, so it's not. It's
gonna have family, like a cousin,
not that
or,
one.
You know, so because like with a guy, they could always just think.
That's always there,
and it's a sexy thing to think because you're talented, you're always looking good, you're trying to be famous, so it's an easy thing to attract too.
See, I don't even want to be famous. I'm only coming outside and promoting myself because I have a team now, and I have to show up for them. If they're showing up for me and going in for me and making suggestions and reposting my stuff, then I need to go hard too. But I'm really motivated by them. Yeah. It's not about me being seen. It's really just me promoting.
You need that.
The group.
You need that.
I don't want to say I'm the face, but like if they're showing up for me, then I want to go out and do what I can to get what we're doing heard and seen, by others. So
I don't think I would be in music as long as if it wasn't for the engineers downstairs. Because like, if I had to do just the events, and then like that was a lonely thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird, right? I throw events. I feel amazing. Like all these people like thanking me for the show, all the dope artists thanking me. It was like a cool feeling, but it's kind of lonely, you know what I mean? 'Cause at the end of the day, you pay everyone. They're not hanging out with you after. Maybe you don't want them to.
Exactly.
So, but with the studio, I'm always hanging around the engineers, and it's cool. And it's cool to get older with people that you get money with.
Yes,
because they become a family.
Yes, I said I want friendships based off business, so we're successful together, and over time, clearly, if we can make things happen together, then we can be friends in the process. I've tried to do business with my friends, and it just doesn't work.
No.
So now it's like over time with handling
female
business,
and guy friends,
yes.
right?
So it's like now I'm with people who we started business, and over time it's become family, and it's like now we're more locked in, more loyal to each other, holding each other down, going harder for each other based off of the fact that we all had a common goal.
They want to see you win. Like you look at Lil Russell's team, they just want to see him win, and there's people that play their role.
Yes, you can tell, everybody tells me around me, they just, and to hear it, it's like, okay, they want to see me win, so work, sis. Don't sit here and just be like hiding in your shell.
There's nothing from that.
Nothing.
You get nothing
I
from
get fulfillment from making my songs by myself because I record myself, I write everything myself, so I get high off my own shit and be fine lit by myself, and it's like I don't care if you like it because it serves its purpose with me. So
yeah, I feel the same way when I used to be an artist and I used to write. It was just everything to have your own space, write, and come up with something. A melody, and it's just everything to you.
Exactly. So that it's like it served its purpose with me. Now promoting myself is like I don't care if they see it. I don't care if they like it. Like I don't. But now it's like I have to put myself out there, but in my own way. So I feel like stuff like this is more me versus like just making a reel and stuff like that. Like I'd rather have a podcast interview where you see me talking.
That's great. I'm glad that's how you want to come on and talk and make some content.
Yeah, and we haven't
like talked.
A podcast.
We've known each other, but it was just I was interested. Okay, what are we gonna talk about?
We never chopped it up before.
Well, I always felt you were a little reserved, and I respected that. And I just wanted to put you on like the shows and stuff. I was like, look at her, y'all. She's dope.
I came and recorded here. Remember with Ace?
Oh yeah.
And I was like, we finally get to like see each other again. It's been years. So I came downstairs. Shout out to Ace. My boy, we
tripping.
got that song. What's it called? I forgot.
Yeah, I was honestly surprised to see. I was like,
yes, Dej is outside.
I've never seen you record here.
Yes, it was
anywhere.
people like him, like making me do music and stuff like
Ace
that.
is really cool.
He's dope. He's like one of the rappers that every time I hear him rap, I'm like, I want to rap like you so bad. Like
really?
you give, yes,
he makes good music.
He makes really dope
Travels
music.
well.
He has his own style and everything. So he was one of the people that I was like, damn, I really want to rap like him. And I don't know, I stole some of his swag. Sorry, Ace, I did. Being in the studio with him, just watching them work. And
How did you get that style, by the way?
It's just naturally me.
That's just you.
My mama.
You're Richmond.
I'm not Richmond.
What are you?
I'm Antioch.
Are you Antioch? You definitely
I'm
Antioch.
definitely from Antioch, okay?
You could really put on for Antioch.
My mom is from EPA, and my daddy from Oakland.
Yeah, you a hood baby.
So, but I grew up in Antioch in the burbs.
Man, when they had you, EPA and Oakland were the worst.
And I was outside. I was at sideshows at 2, baby. I'm 32 now.
You see, okay.
I was at sideshows at 2 years old. Okay,
but you know what it is because it was the murder capital.
It was. My mom is gangster. My mom refuses
she from
any
EPA,
hoe shit.
yeah.
She refuses to listen to anything hoe shit if it ain't gangster or getting money and being a gangster. She ain't trying to hear it. I'm not gonna say she don't like Cardi B.
Cardi B's kind of a gangster though.
Cardi B, she pops off. She really about the shit she rap about though.
Talking about robbing her stripper clients.
Like she really about the shit she rap about. So I'm here for it. But my mama's like she don't like none of the hypersexual stuff. She wants to hear the gangster. So I have like my mom is motivated by me going in. But I get it from her.
That's why you're cool. Like that's why you're not hella girly. Like, but you're like, man, chill. Like,
I'm still a princess because I was in the burbs. I had a strict ass daddy. He was Muslim, so I couldn't watch TV. There's music we can't listen to, movies we can't watch, TV shows. Very strict. Only got TV for 1 hour a day. 1 hour a day.
You got to explain this. So, how old were you when he made this decision? He
came into my life. It was my stepfather, but you know, my dad died when I was 6. My blood father. So he came in before my dad passed. So he's been there. Muslim man. So from like 6 to 16.
6 to 16. You couldn't. Okay, so what era was that from? Like that was like 2008 to 2000. What, like 15 or something like that? Or
no, that was
early 2000s.
I graduated in 2008 from high school. He died in 2007.
So 2002 to 2010.
Yes,
that's a good era of television, man. Like, damn, you were watching. None of that?
I caught up afterwards.
So, you didn't go to friends' houses and get up on shit?
No.
Did you feel more fulfilled? Like, you don't look back like,
no,
damn, I wish I watched TV.
Sheltered. No, after he passed when I was 17. I got exposed to everything, and my mama started playing me like all the hood shit, like all the hood movies, hood music. Like after he passed,
shocked? Like, or were you just like, or what? Like,
well, I was used to hood shit because my mama was still from EPA. We go back and visit my grandma, and I would still be around it.
Right.
But as far as like, he was very strict, so.
Wow.
It wasn't until afterwards till I got put on, and you know my friends would come over after he passed. That's when I got freedom to like. You know. So
was that a good thing or like a bad thing, or what do you feel like? What?
I wish he honestly he started really preparing me for the world, and then he passed away. So he started to become more open. I remember he played me. Remember Go Dumb USA? It was like a documentary about sideshows.
No.
Oh my God! It was when hyphy movement.
Dumb, that was the hyphy
Go
era.
Go Dumb
so
USA.
Mr. Fab,
it was hyphy era.
Mr. Fab was in there in Turf Talk, right?
Yes, it was hyphy movement. And he was showing me like, don't go to stuff like this.
Don't go to stuff.
Stay away from this. You see what they're doing? My cousin was in that documentary getting snatched out of her car by a dude. Okay.
Oh my God.
Getting snatched out of her car and put into his car at the sideshow. So he was showing me like this is what's going on in the world, and you know you might want to stay away from these type of environments. You're getting older now and stuff like that. So he told me to stay away. And once he passed away, where was I at?
The sideshow.
At the damn sideshow.
It's always y'all at the sideshow. The good girl looks cute. She had a strict ass daddy.
I'm outside.
It always be the most strict girls at these events.
I'm from Antioch in the burbs, and once he passed, my mama gave me a Lexus coupe. Remember the 2-door Lexus coupe?
The SC with the bubble.
Yes.
Oh my gosh!
On 22.
That was a drug dealer car right there.
On
that was the
22.
drug dealer car right there. Every drug dealer had a. You know.
Yes, on 22s with 215s in my trunk. At 16.
You just sticking out.
And where was I going? to Oakland.
To get pulled over.
Oh, honestly, I didn't get pulled over.
Okay, you lucky.
My rims would crack, and I would always have to call my mama to come get me and get my car.
Yeah, that was an era.
Yes,
where
it
the
was.
rims would crack because they didn't have the technology down yet.
Yes,
like the tire,
my rims would crack. It'd be
all you guys
over.
riding thin tires now. They had to go through an era, bro. It was really Oakland that I felt brought that era because the box chefs had them first. I felt like
they did. I got to be a part of all of that, even though I was in the burbs, tucked off. Like, once he passed, my mom kind of was depressed. So she was in her room kind of navigating losing her husband and having kids. And I was outside. Literally had a strict daddy, but it was like, you want to go here? You want to go? I'm outside since I was 16. So always wanted to do music, though, and he didn't support that. So I always had conflicting, like after he passed and then going into the industry, what they wanted me to be and how I was raised, it always conflicted. Even me talking shit on songs, I'm like, would my daddy approve of this? You know, my mom approves, but
probably not. You know, like on earth he wouldn't, but as a spirit he might.
I think he's rooting for me for sure. No,
do you
honestly,
feel like they're different as spirits? Like, because my dad's gone too, and I feel like as a spirit he's a little different. He's a little bit more understanding, maybe.
When my dad passed, I saw him as a god. I had a dream. He was a literal sun. He was so fucking bright. It fucking scared me, but it was like that was how he was in the real world. Like he came into this world. He helped so many people. He woke up every day doing something for somebody, motivating people. He was starting businesses, investments, making money, like nonstop entrepreneur, very successful man. He coached football at Castlemont.
Oh shit! No,
yes.
what?
Yes.
Okay, look, I would like you have to come back for another one because we're already past an hour.
Oh,
so.
I didn't know that. Yes.
Yeah, no, we killed
it.
We
can do another one.
We can definitely do another one.
Yes, I wanted a podcast myself.
See, well, we can talk, man.
Let's talk.
But look,
let's wrap it up.
I really
now.
appreciate you coming on, Dej Bae. We gotta have you back because we didn't really get to talk about your music or anything else, but we will.
Come back.
A lot of good clips coming from this one. Creative Studios Podcast 72 with Dej Bae. You got some new music coming out?
I do. We just dropped a video. Slow down just dropped. We got She Bad coming with featuring Armani. I just did Slow Down was written by Is That CJ and myself and Tay Marley. Tap in, produced by D Dot. I gotta shout out my people. Yeah. Shout out to my management. Shout out to all the people that's been showing up for me. We've been working. No Label is the label, and we got some shit coming. Thank you so much.
Some stuff coming, man. Dej Bae.
And we're gonna have a part 2 on the podcast.
Part 2 on the podcast. Part 1 was fire. Go follow her on Instagram. Dej Bae.
DEJBAE. That's the music
Slow
name.
Down, man, on Spotify. It's going crazy. Okay, guys.
We going up. Thank you.
All right, y'all. We out. Later.
Oh, thank God.